Switching tack again, let's talk about DAZN. You've just signed Srisket Sorungvisai. I'm sure I've pronounced that 3 different ways wrong at least. Yeah. Is Golovkin on board, or is he very close?
I'm not going to talk too much on it because, you know, if you talk too much, you can end up messing up the situation. So there's been some positive discussions. I'm sure he's talking to other people as well. Obviously, DAZN are very keen to get him on board. You know, Rungsavai was a great signing for us because it opens up some big fights in the super flyweight division. It opens up a big fight with Estrada, which is one of the fights of the year in 2018. Obviously, it opens up a unification for Yafai as well. And he's a Ring Magazine champion. You know, he's the #1 in the division. And, you know, when you look at those #1s in the division at DAZN and Matchroom or Canelo with Golden Boy, you have Anthony Joshua, #1. You have Alexander Usyk, #1. You have Dimitri Bivol, in my opinion, #1, or if he's not, #2. You know, you have Callum Smith, #1 in the world. You have Canelo, #1. Also have Danny Jacobs as well. You know,
Just waiting for you to forget one.
Yeah, you have Rungsavai down at super flyweight. He's #1. You got Tevin Farmer at super feather. He's not #1, but he's kicking on. You have Maurice Hooker. He's #1 at light welterweight as well. So, you know, I mean, the start we've had in what, 3 or 4 months has been really, really positive and great momentum now with all these fighters watching, going, oh wow, you know, he's joined, and that's what you need.
What did you make of Stephen Espinoza's efforts to talk down DAZN on Twitter? It seemed a bit strange that instead of promoting his own product.
Yeah, it's like, things like that never look good. And people don't, it's like every time Frank comes out and has a rant on me, I love it because it makes you look so bad. Like, and if you're Espinoza and you're mighty Showtime, why would you even give DAZN a time of the day? Why? Because you're feared of what's to come, in my opinion. Now, you can't criticise a platform that's giving you Jacobs Canelo as part of $9.99 a month, along with all our US shows, UK shows, World Boxing Super Series, when it would be $90 on Showtime. I think Espinoza's under a little bit of pressure because I think Heyman seems to be funneling all his stars to Fox, and Espinoza's left with what? Gervonta Davis now fighting Hugo Ruiz, whereas all the efforts of Heyman seem to be on Fox right now. So I don't know, but you know, I was baffled by it. I couldn't believe it. I don't know if he was on the tequila or something like that, and he was, you know, he was certainly very salty. But I think it's a good sign for DAZN that people like that in his position are so concerned.
Very salty and perhaps a bit of a lemon.
Yes, a bit of that, yeah.
Last subject I want to talk to you about. Been some strange goings on around the World Boxing Super Series in the last 24 hours. First, we heard that Ivan Baranchyk, his management team, said he was pulling out of the semi-finals at super lightweight because they hadn't arranged a venue yet. There were some financial issues about the first fight he'd had as well. Then today, around midday, we got a press release from WBSS announcing his semi-final with Josh Taylor in Glasgow. What do you make of it all and the delay that's happened?
I think that, you know, the WBSS reaction today was trying to stand firm and say, no, this is on and this is happening, don't worry. And then obviously you've got a fighter who's saying he's left the tournament. So it's a mess. And they're all going to sort it out between themselves. You know, from Callie's point of view, he's talking to me about the semis and the finals, and I think, you know, their intention is to proceed with the tournament. There's obviously some fighters that are unhappy. Whether they're allowed to leave or not, I don't know, but I'm sure it'll all unfold over the coming weeks.
Brilliant. Well, we thank you for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers. Thank you, Dave.